Hello dear students, welcome back. I hope you are doing great. So today I am back with Geography chapter 5 Water. This is the first session. But what does comes to your mind when you read the term water? Definitely first is our drinking water. And now secondly you must be thinking, Arey, what I have to know about water? I know everything about water. Okay, from my childhood I have seen water, I have known water, I have learned water. But in this chapter we'll learn water in a more deeper way. So without wasting any time, let's start our topic, our chapter, that is water. So what will we learn in this lesson? We will know about distribution of water on earth. Water is one of our most important resources and life on earth isn't possible without it. Water cycle is the continuous movement of water on and above and below the surface of the earth. Some of the major sources of fresh water are glaciers, rivers, springs, ponds, and lakes. About 97% of all the water on earth is saline, that is salty, and only about 3% is fresh, that is potable, that is drinkable, usable. Ocean waters Ocean waters move continuously unlike the stagnant water of pond or lakes, and this is known as ocean circulation. Some of the major ocean movements are waves, tides and currents. So, with the introduction we will learn water on ground evaporates due to the heat of the sun and the resulting water vapor moves up. When it is sufficiently high up, it cools and condenses into clouds. Clouds then precipitate into rain, snow, sleet, etc., and come down back to earth. This continual movement of the same water is called the water cycle. See, we have learned this in earlier chapters, but we will learn more further in detail. Distribution of water and the major bodies of the water is the first topic. So let us know about it. More than 97% of water is in the oceans. 2% is locked in ice caps and glaciers, and less than 1% is in rivers, lakes, ponds, wells, air, etc. Just imagine, out of 100% of water, only 1%, that too from 1%, is distributed into rivers, lakes, ponds, wells, air, etc. So, ocean water is saline. It contains salt, sodium chloride, and cannot be used for drinking, etc. So, less than 1% of the water on the earth is freely available fresh water, and it must be used very carefully without waste. So, children, do not waste water that we have. We have to preserve it for our future. So let's learn about the circulation in oceans. Ocean water is always moving, and the different types of movements in ocean are waves, tides and currents. In this, definitely waves and tides are the terms which we have learned earlier, or we have been known about it. But currents are something new. But let us learn very deep way about waves, tides and currents too. Waves. A wave is an area of moving water that is raised above the main surface. When winds blow at high speeds, waves can become huge and destroy life and property. This could also be because of volcanic eruption, earthquakes and underwater landslides. A tsunami is a series of waves that can be more than 100 feet high. Tides. Tides are formed by the rising and falling of the sea due to the attraction of the moon and the sun. When the water covers much of the shore, it is known as high tide, and water falls to its lowest level and recedes from the shore, it's known as low tide. On the full moon and the new moon day, the sun the moon and the earth are in the same line and the water on the earth gets pulled on the sides. The tides are highest on those days and they are known as spring tides. When are the moon and the sun from a right angle, that is 90-degree, ocean water gets pulled diagonally. This is known as neap tides. So children, these are very important terms, that is spring tides and neap tides. Okay, so you have to remember the meaning of these two tides. When moon, sun and earth are in same line, it causes spring tides, and when moon, sun form right angle, that is 90-degree, then it is called neap tides. Let's learn about the currents. A current is like a huge river within an ocean flowing from one place to another. Currents are caused by differences in temperature and salinity and by winds. They are responsible for a vast amount of movement of the water found in the Earth's ocean. Warm ocean currents, the Gulf Stream for example, originate near the equator and move towards the poles. Cold ocean currents, the Labrador Current for example, carry water from polar regions towards the equator. So you have to understand majorly about currents. In topic, we have learned that currents are like huge rivers within an ocean flowing from one place to another. Currents are caused by differences in temperature and salinity and by winds. See, what are the causes? Temperature, high, low temperature. Salinity is the salt content of the ocean. Then the winds is high wind, low winds. The speed of the wind is responsible for a vast amount of movement of the water found in the Earth's ocean. Then we have learned about warm ocean currents. Warm ocean currents, we have taken the example of the Gulf Stream, okay, originate near the equator because it is too hot and the water move towards the poles. Cold ocean currents, the Labrador currents for example, carry water from polar region towards the equator. See, when it is hot, definitely the polar regions are cold and the equator is hot because of the sun. Okay, the equator receives direct sun rays, so it is very hot there. So in the oceans, when the ocean water gets more heated, it travels towards the pole, and when towards the pole where the sun rays do not reach, so it is more cold. So that cold currents, they take ocean water towards the equator. Okay, if you have any issue, if you have any query, if you have not understood any of the topic, you can ask me queries during the live sessions. Okay, so as per regular and every time I have been giving you an instruction, read the textbook, underline the hard words, write them in your notebook, write them in your notebooks, write question answers, okay, and then write MCQs in your notebook, which you will be solving from Google form. So see you next time. So take care, have a wonderful day, stay home, stay safe, bye bye.